lovers of game and story. I'm your host, Bob Sparkle Doom, and we're diving back into the Enigma of Fear. So, coming from where we were lost, I was trying to figure out this puzzle for the lockbox, and I spent a bit more time off screen trying to figure it out, and I can tell you what I've seen, or what that stood out to me, but I can't tell you that I got to a actual, how can I say, a solving of the problem. So one new thing that I've noticed is these candles. So as you can see, here is a candelabra. What do you call these? Like it's not a candelabra, it's the thing that hangs from the roof. Here's one candle lit. Here's a bunch of candles lit. Here's no candles lit. And then we've got some... let's say that's a bunch of candles, no candles, and then one candle lit. So my feeling is there was some connection between some of them. It's, for instance, take this one. Okay, so fear is infinite. And your cries are the echo of your fear. And then we can go and check who these are. Let me just double check that I have lady holding dress up, and so I'm gonna remember it. I forgot to charge my headphones. Now I can't hear myself. So I don't know how precisely I'm sounding, but I hope it's okay. And then this guy who has a crutch, or a... yeah, I'm just gonna... it's not a crutch. Word escapes me right now. It's fine. So that would be Miriam up here, and looks normal at first, but when you remember, she was a Strach. And then we've got Eliakim, the first Strach from that book, in the mansion. In the mansion. Wait. Okay, this is not pertaining to anything. But also, just before I get to this, there's something else, because I'm not going to solve this puzzle yet, so I'm probably going to come back to it. So, what I want to do this session is go to the garden. And the garden, you need to look out for the flowers, and you have to shine your torch to see what direction you're supposed to go. But now that this has come up, think about Eliakim, the first Strach from that book in the mansion. So, if I can remember, pictures book, is it this? I think it might be him, right? This is the book in the mansion. So that might be Eliakim. I wonder... no, I don't think any of those symbols are one of the ones that we are looking for. So what I was doing to try and figure this out, just to show what I was thinking of, is looking at the sharp points. So for instance, we have the sharp point pointing up there. Could be to that triangular thing, or the thing that looks like a box up there. I never know. I don't know what to look at. What is it pointing at? The thing it's touching, or just in the general direction? And then we have got his... it's not a crutch. You see this thing on the left, right? So that thing is pointing to nothing particularly, but maybe it's pointing to that squiggly square on the side with a line thread. And then we've got his arm pointing to the infinity symbol, or the sort of like a crooked bow thing. So what I was thinking is, maybe between the people with the same candle setup, you might be able to find obvious similarities. But when I look at it, like that triangular thing, I don't think the triangular thing is even an option. And there's nothing else that... so arm used to have a pointy bit, now it's just broken off. And then, yeah, the only thing I can see here that might have some significance would be that triangle. But as far as I remember, there isn't a triangle option. Might be wrong. Let's go check quickly. But it's, Dexter, come off. Let me just get my dog before he causes trouble. Hearing a bit of my Afrikaans come out. He was... I don't know. I have no clue what was going through his head. Zero clue. But he was gonna climb onto something he's not supposed to climb on. Okay, so let us zoom in here, and then I'm gonna switch. So that triangular thing, this triangular thing I've seen, that box-shaped thing, it could be one of the solutions, but I didn't see it on the second one. We're looking for the stacked triangular pyramid thing. There just isn't one. So what I might do is just write all of these down, which I'm not going to do right now. Don't worry. You don't have to watch me writing stuff down. Yeah, there wasn't a triangular thing. I'm quite sure there wasn't. Though this boxing kind of stands out for me. Box thing. You know what? And then the other thing that I was thinking to solve this puzzle. There was one more thing. Was looking at the pieces that were missing. So in the pictures of them, you see 3 pointy bits for all of them. Some of them are missing those pointy bits. So let's check between the two people with candles lit. That thing top left that looks like a bell, maybe. Yeah, that's also not, as far as I remember, part of the possibilities. Then to the right, that weird A thing is behind it, but I don't think it's pointing to it. We again have that C that looks like a... maybe like a broken, weird, wonky... oh, but that wasn't it. Then we've got what looks like a sickle and a... not a scabbard. What kind of sword? Like a sickle and a sword, but one of those fancy swords with like a swivel to it. Got the infinity symbol down here. None of those really matter. And then there was another one of these weird... how can I say it? That looks like a loaded bow next to the boat looking symbol. So the ones that stand out to me is maybe the sickle sword and the loaded bow. Then I'm gonna just double check. If I find it out now, I'm just gonna be like super surprised. Oh, what is this person? Is this the other one that also has candles, right? Two that have candles, yeah. Multiple candles that are lit. None of those top right make any sense. I freaking hate when this game adds like random sound effects that I've never heard before. And then, yeah, again, that bell thing is not a thing. So, let me just check. Did I see that? Yeah, like that. That is so weird. That weird, glitchy sound. Sounds interesting though. The boat thing, don't remember seeing it anywhere, but let's see. That weird triangle thing stands out to me. We don't have a weird triangle thing on this side. No. I've got other symbols that I can try, that I have now put into my head. So let's first see if we can find any of those symbols. Just testing some stuff. There's no real rhyme and reason to this at the moment. I feel like I'm missing... I'm running the wrong way. I feel like I'm missing a part, a piece that will help me solve this. Okay. Let's check for the second one. That... Oops. This one we did see. This one we also did see. Looking for a specific one. So this one was one of the ones we saw. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna write down all of the ones that could be combinations and then come back and try and figure it out. But for now, let's go to the gardens. That is my objective actually for this one. We did see this, and then we've got the shortcut open now. Why does my radio show something? Oh, it's them. Did we tune into them last time? Let's check. I think we did. Anything, Beto? No, Letitia doesn't even answer me anymore. But I'm bringing her food every day, so at least I know she's alive. Bro, this whole thing is bullshit. At least she had to do was get out of that study. What about you guys? Did you get anything from the immersion on her gravestone? No? Absolutely nothing is working out. And Theo just keeps on saying the same old shit. Callista this, Unhaunted one that. The ritual's meant to change things. So far, he didn't change shit. I can't take this anymore. Sometimes I hold in a sneeze too long and then it just never comes out. Anyway. Yes, and it's no use just bringing the pillars to the fissure area. We need to play the melody. Now only Letitia can do that. Okay, maybe I did not actually read that one. Okay. Okay, this is closed off. Okay, but we can come back to this place later. It's just following the weird melodies. Feels so different not having my headphones on because my mic actually gives me feedback. Feedback I can actually use. Yeah. So we are now looking for I think that is what we're looking for, right? Is that up then? But that's literally where we just came from, isn't it? Let's try this. Okay. So it said use the UV lights. Stupid. Stupid annoying. Okay, this way. That is actually cool. As always, you have stuff on you that you can use to figure out certain things, but sometimes it's just not obvious at all. Okay, this way. I would say it's unintuitive, but maybe for someone who plays a lot more puzzle games, it's a quick one to discover. Okay, not this direction. Not this direction either. I tell you to go away, and the other one is following the cats. Which I did figure out. But I think there was a note that said something about the cats. This should be it, yeah. We have made it to the... Oh, that's cool. We have made it to the gardens. Beto, do you also think that Theo has been acting weird lately? I don't know. He barely spoke to me today, and it's my birthday, you know? Look, don't tell him I told you, but, you know, the gift Rossi gave you for your birthday? But the little box with the password, what about it? So, Theo stayed all week in his tent at the camp trying to create an enigma for you. It was a lock that opened in a unique way, something like that he would give you for your birthday. We have something for that. But then, the day came, and what did Rossi do? He also gave you a present with the whole statue puzzle to open. Tell me more! Then you know how Theo is. Wait, Theo wanted to give me a lock as a present? Yeah, that's Theo for you. So the lock... Let's check, it should be under diagrams. This is not the lock. Puzzle lock. This is the lock. So, and it also shows you how to uncover it. We took that picture somewhere, sometime. That's all I can say. I think it might have been while we were looking at the graveyard in the start. Oh, so this points to the heal area where there is that electronic ladder. That's cool. What's this? Tune in. Tune. Does that make it tune in? Okay, almost there. There we go. Done. Heal. The place with an instrument. The view of the fissure. The cats are the path. The trees. Counting the cats. My cats. How? You, these little faces are proof. But you were gone before. So how can you be here? I understand them. So... I'm not sure if I understand the cats 100%, but it seemed like where they were sitting under the tree kind of tells you what direction to go. And then the last one... Wherever the last one sat under the tree is where you want to go. Okay, there we go. Bro, I was gonna test the electric ladder you installed at the top of the hill. But can you believe I forgot the cat path again? Come on, dude. Are you kidding? It's been written down in the Mausoleum and Gardens area for months. Either you memorize the path, or you have to keep meowing in the labyrinth to see if the cats respond. Meowing? I'm much more of a dog. Just feel it. Oh! Yeah, I don't know if dogs really sound like that, but I was gonna try it. Wow, you're right. Nasty like that and howling in the labyrinth. I think the cats there would certainly complain a lot. Nasty? Oh, come on, smelly boy. At least I don't walk around with a whistle around my neck. Dude, just shut the... Never mind. By the way, you don't even have to test the electric ladder. I've already tested the button several times and it's working. Good. With this ladder, you'll be able to reach the gravestone with Letitia's name on it. I'll go take a shower, smelly boy. The doggy can smell you from a distance, even though you're wearing 3 liters of perfume. Oh! Okay, let's see if there are some hidden things here before we move on. Sometimes there's stuff in the corners. Or on the trees. Okay, do we go up or down first? Check the picture out for the gardens. If I can find it. Groups, no info. Oh, wait. Let us go to my maps. Okay. I haven't updated the stuff with the photos I took last week, unfortunately. It was just a crazy week. But anyway, so we are looking at the garden. The garden is here. So the garden leads somewhere, and it seems to be a path right next to... Oh, you know what I think that is? That is probably leading back to the main area. It might be a hatch down there. There was another one like that in the mausoleum. But anyway, okay, let's go up first and then down. Let's do it in that order. Felt like there's something on here. What does it look like? There's a little plastic duck on the top. Is this the lock? Okay. Okay, so if this is the lock, let's check quickly. Lock puzzle. I think this is the lock, right? So how do you reset it? So you're supposed to turn it. So let's start, yeah. So first one is up and to the right. Okay, at least that doesn't make us fall back. Why does that even work? Beyond me. Is it gravity or is it centrifugal force? Yeah. Technically, the last one should just be fall down, right? How can the same direction make it go back and forth? Yep. I did it. I did it not because I could figure it out, but because I was gonna sit here until it opened. That was the wonkiest puzzle I've seen in this game. Maybe someone else actually knows how to handle stuff like that. I only know how to handle it because I'm okay with sitting here until it was sorted out. Theo, isn't that the lock you wanted to give to Amy as gift? Yeah, what about it? Why is it here locking this gate? Nothing really. I was just checking to see if it works. I know you. Don't try to lie me, cause you can't. Okay, Beto dude. I used the immersion ritual and I saw something there that I shouldn't have seen. I don't know what to do. Wait, you used the ritual too? Didn't you see what happened to Letitia? I know, but I didn't know what else to do, and I think I saw Rossi's ending. But relax. It's already locked and he can't see who's gonna kill him. What? I swear if that locked itself again. Try using the immersion ritual to find the melody of fear in some of the marks. It has to be there. Of that, I am sure. The ritual only works on marks that have been touched by the ooze. I couldn't figure out their connection yet, nor why we can't alter the memories with this ritual. That was supposed to be its purpose. I shall continue to study the ritual in the Spiral Castle Library to try and make sense of this. Should you need my ritual notebook again, the way to find it in the library is always with me. Just visit my other room in the basement of Strachs Mansion. Only the God of Fear can bring about the other ending. That crazy Callisto. I haven't used the ritual yet. Wonder if we're gonna use it now. I have to check. But first, let's see. I don't see any significant shinies. What? Is it really gone? That was his vision. I shouldn't have used that damn ritual here. No one can see this. I have to do something. I need to lock this place up. I'll use the padlock I made for Amy. Only I know how to open that. Yeah, I brought only you because even I couldn't figure it out. I had to use the power of Gales to open it up. Okay, so we're using the immersion ritual for the first time. But yeah, by the power of editing, you're not gonna see how much time I wasted on that annoying thing. But now. Okay, so we've used the ritual maybe? What is that pointer pointing to? I kind of expected more. Let's try and break the thing. Okay, we used the immersion ritual. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Let's quickly just check that note again. The ritual only works on marks that have been touched by the ooze. I wouldn't figure out the connection yet, nor why we can't alter the memories with this ritual. Okay, I'm just gonna take a picture here. So that I at least remember that I did the ritual here. Yeah, that was such an easy puzzle. I want to totally do that again. Let's see what is happening here on the other side. Okay, Beto's tent. What do we have here? Sad and a happy face coin. Okay. We found another one. Okay. Before I go into the tent... Okay, that is definitely not gonna let me pass. Because my feeling is the tent allows us to go back. In the same way... Same way the other place allowed us to go back. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so this kind of just shows you how to get to all of the different places. You want to get to the camping area, you go forwards and back. Mausoleum, follow the sounds. Yeah, garden is lights of the flowers. That's the fissure to get to the yield. I got to the fissure, but it was completely random, and I can't tell you how I did it. I just got there. And then this one is follow the cats. I don't think we have seen this one yet. Take a photo for my stuff. My detective boards. To Theo. I'm sending you this note because I know that you're upset with your uncle, Alan. Gonna be a little hard on you sometimes, but he only does that because he's worried about you. We both are, you see. Things are not exactly safe with Goliath still being here in the cave. We know you want to help us as much as you can by coming here all the time, but the graveyard seems like a safer place for you at the moment. Especially now that Fernanda has made a map of everything around there. I hope we can hear from her soon. She's a special girl. Once we finish the crystal system, things will get better. And then you'll be able to come here again and spend more time with your uncles. Until then, I'm sending you this picture I took of Alan. I always say that he looks cuter when he's working. You see, he couldn't stop talking about you all day. Much love from you, your loving uncle, and please be nice to Letitia. Oswald. So sad when you read those letters because it's like they really cared for each other. Vito, your idea of trying to adapt a radio sounded good and it came close to working. The radio even began to pick up the frequencies emitted from the fissure. Some crazy shit happened. As soon as the radio picked up the signals, it just snapped in half. Just like that. As if it couldn't handle playing the sound. Which means we still don't have the complete melody. I left the cracked radio with Amy back at the mausoleum area, just to see if she can find out anything. I think the radio might be in that puzzle box. And dude, some even crazier shit happened when I tried to use the radio again, after it broke. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll tell you later, in person. Shit's crazy. That sounds cool. Wait, was there anything else? Nope. Nope. Okay. Anything else? Just this. Okay, let's get my notes out so I can write this down. A lot of the time it's just nonsense, but sometimes there is something I can use. Recordings. New notes. Let's make it garden.
Agent Beto Montero, doing research on the sound frequencies in the Graveyard of Melodies. After I managed to adapt the equipment and capture the perceived sound frequencies in the graveyard area, we analyzed the sound static, and finally, I found something. It seemed to be just static and noise, but when you separate the frequency layers, some incomprehensible fragments begin to appear. Distorted information, as if they were voices. Listen to this. Now, pay attention. I will separate the sound layers. Amy has already tried to retrieve some information on these recorded frequencies, but she said it's way too fragmented to understand anything. Theo has helped me adapting the recording gear, but I don't know. Feels like something's missing. Maybe it's like these frequencies are out of sync. It's as if the sound waves are always out of step. So the progression of the melodies is distorted, speeding up and slowing down erratically. If we can get something that can synchronize and manipulate time, I have a feeling that we will be able to understand what's in there.
Yeah, we have that, but I haven't seen any place where we can use the light in that way. Can I, let's try...
If we can get something that can synchronize and manipulate time, I have a feeling that we will be able to understand what's in there.
Okay, let's go back a bit.
Amy has already tried to retrieve some information on these recorded frequencies, but she said it's way too fragmented to understand anything. Theo has helped me adapting the recording gear, but I don't know. Feels like something's missing. Maybe it's like these...
Go for the mark.
It seemed to be just static and noise.
Because this doesn't seem to be speeding up or slowing down anything.
Incomprehensible fragments begin to appear. Distorted information. As if they were voices. Listen to this. Now, pay attention. I will separate the sound layers.
Yep. It's not it, but just close. I unfortunately just closed my notes. Let me just fix that quick.
But I don't know.
No,
Feels
odd.
like something's missing. Maybe it's like these frequencies are out of sync. It's as if the sound waves are always out of step. So the progression of the melody is distorted. Speeding up and
okay, you can ignore that. That's just like an update info.
Something that can synchronize and
check
time. I have a
garden.
that we will be able to understand what's in there.
I'll sync. Use light to speed up or slow down. Okay, that is important, I think, but I haven't seen where we can use that yet. Okay. That's good information. I still don't know what we did the ritual for. And why did it show a line on that other map? It was right here. Let's see if there's anything here that can be opened. Nope. Does not seem to be the case. So we've made it to the garden. We have gotten in here. We've done the ritual, which I don't know what it does. But it is still active, so I think that's all we needed to do. But I think we might have to do that ritual at all these stones. I'm still feeling like we're gonna do the other ending, like half by accident. If we continue down this road. But yeah, I never want to do that puzzle again. So let's head back. So basically, this should drop me at the start. If it doesn't, we'll just use a different one. So if you want to get out, you just go forward and backwards. So forwards and backwards. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, at least we're out. So I think let's finally go to the cathedral if we can. If we can't, that means I'm kind of stuck for now until I figure out the new puzzle, or if I know where to do the other rituals, which I'll have to go check up. I'm actually wondering, is the cathedral open at the moment? Quizzical. See, probably nothing in there. No. What's this? This is nothing. Okay, but yeah, let's continue. Unfortunately, I still don't know how to solve that other puzzle. I have to think a bit more. And Okay, that's nothing. And if I can't solve that puzzle, I don't think I'll be able to do the caves. So we can't go back to the caves to do any research there. Am I at the castle again? I think if we go this way, we can maybe go to the cathedral. That is hopefully at least. Also wanted to check something out. There's this weird section here. It goes off to the right. I can't remember if I went through here, but I have a feeling there must be something here, right? Not that I'm here anywhere. There's one of those. Is there anything here? Oh yeah, I see something. There we go. Yeah, we've got another one of them. I don't think I am going for that ending because... Well, the ending that I think that is connected to those weird objects. Just because I feel the puzzles connected to them make even less sense to me. But maybe in the future I will try and figure them out. We'll see. For now I'm just trying to figure out how to get to the other ending, potentially. But let's first figure out how to get to the cathedral. Okay, that is just to the castle. Right, yeah. Where was the cathedral again? Oh wait, there is one thing. So did I open all the doors? I think I opened all the doors that connects the mausoleum to the hub area. I just need to go and follow the hub to get back to the mausoleum, I think. I really hope I did that, because it will just save a lot of time. Where does this go? Crystal Cave. Where's the cathedral? Do we have access to the cathedral yet? But in some cases I get so much done in one episode, and others I feel quite lost. Like this one. Okay. The mausoleum. Oh, I mean, it's a cathedral in the center then. Let's go see. Cathedral. Found it. Now let's see if we can actually go in. Seems like it. So I was kind of avoiding this place because it felt too much like a... too important, really, to mess with too early. Let's see. I'm hearing some chanting. This probably just goes back out. Nothing, yep. So just looking for any of those hidden objects. Or anything else of importance. Okay. Before I go through the front door, let's first check what is up and about in the rest of the area. Okay, that was not the front door. That is the front door. Okay. That looks pretty creepy. Those spikes don't help. We will be coming back here now. Or maybe I'll leave it to the next episode. Maybe I'll leave it to the next episode. Okay, this just goes out. Cathedral. I know this is a short episode, but I think maybe I should invest my next episode in the cathedral while I'm brainstorming how to do the other puzzle. But let's go and look inside first. Okay, I see you there. I have got bullets for days. Can take on an entire zombie horde almost. Okay. Wait, is this gonna give me a puzzle? Print screen. Doesn't show me anything else. So this one is obviously the sides or the corners. But for what door do you think is this? Like the black door? Actually, let's instead of going in there, see if we can use this. So this is 3945. 3945. And corners and sides will always be the same. 3945. Go find out what it is opens. Then we'll call it the end. For now. And then we'll come back to this crazy place next time. Man, who put spikes on a chapel? I guess the God of Fear's chapel. The priest of the God of Fear would do that. I feel like this dog is as out of breath as I felt today. This game is just so beautiful. How they bolted the paths, connected everything together. Rock Mansion Underground, that's where we want to go. The freaking boss battles are fantastic. So far, the only complaint I've had is that one lock puzzle, and it's because it didn't feel like it was moving in the ways I wanted it to move. Eventually, I just went for random directions, more or less. If I saw the direction was just undoing a puzzle, I just moved it back in the other direction. If someone else had better luck with that one, please tell me. Please tell me what you did. How did you figure that out? Okay. So I don't know even what that... This one we've opened. So maybe this one. No, we've opened that one. Not this one. I can't go in there yet. I can't go in there yet. Let's see. I think it's then maybe this one. Oh. What is that puzzle key for? No, wait. Didn't I open... No, I've opened all of them. The place I'm missing. Let me just check in here if I haven't been in here. You know what? Let's just go in. I don't think it's gonna... This might have been the one that I was trying to figure out the puzzle for. And I just had it. Just double check. This one is the one I entered in the right combination on like my third accidental try. Okay. The family. Okay, what do we have here? Perpetual engine. I've definitely not been in here. Maybe I should zoom in. Zoom in and then lighten it. Okay, so perpetual engine. Large amounts of energy in pulses instead of constant power supply. Pulse release. So you've got the lights that are giving it extra power or speeding up its tick, so to speak. And then the black ooze, discovery of the spiral castle, infinite energy, indestructible high voltage pulses, floodlights powered by the engine itself, indestructible eternal coating the hull and the cables with ooze. And this is by Alan Portage. Activation of the pillars, and then that also activation of the pillars. Let's see if there's something on the back. No. So we know where it is. I don't know how to get access to it yet. Before I do that, I just want to see if there's anything else here. I'm still trying to understand what the kitchen experiment might mean. I brought some small crystals from the cave and scattered them around the room, leaving them energized with a very low voltage. Although I couldn't see even if I closed my eyes, Alan could perceive shapes inside his mind. Shapes that the others and I were unable to visualize, you see? As a doctor, I can only imagine that the fact that he became completely blind is linked to this. Perhaps, if I could get involved in a full darkness inside the kitchen, even darker than just turning off the lights, I could make more discoveries. But I need to concentrate on my time on the agent's treatment now. Yeah, it's like they want to solve stuff, but I feel like they've just gone too crazy. Just too crazy. They have lost their minds. What do we have? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna make this. New recording, and we're gonna call it Crystal Room. I'll know what it is.
Since I'm not planning on ever going back to that room, here's a summary of everything we were able to find out about the crystals. Actually, those are all fragments of the Eye of the God of Fear. A huge main crystal that distorts our vision into the third person, as Oswald likes to say. Thing is, being around the damn things is what made me completely blind. Callisto said that being close to the activated eye can also show us our next role in the Enigma of Fear. According to him, the eyes of the Unhaunted one also work like that. About the crystals. When they are all connected to the same electrical power grid, they all connect to each other. That's probably because they all come from the same eye, the same crystal. So, in an area surrounded by these activated crystals, you don't get to see through your own eyes. The crystals project the images of their surroundings into your mind. You get to see through the eye. And with our findings in the Spiral Castle, we were able to create the Perpetual Engine, which is basically a generator of infinite electricity. By using it, we connected all the pillars around the perimeter into the same grid of activated crystals. This allowed the God of Fear to watch this entire area. We're almost done. All this is going to end. Now, it's time to head back to that cavern and try to deal with Goliath once and for all.
Okay. So, I have not seen the big crystal yet, but I'm sure that will come up soon enough. Now, I just want to make sure there aren't any other rooms that I could have entered, because I still have this passcode, and the passcode might have just been for that door. Actually, why didn't I see this? Did not see this before. The elite team. Have I been in here? Is this the kitchen? I'm sure I was in here. Or we just missed that. Cool photo though. See if there's other places that need pin codes. Is this the one? Let's try this one. 4953. It is the one! We found it. Unhaunted one wing. What's in... It's the unhaunted one here. Sophia Besat. Psychiatrist, specialist in neuropsychoanalysis and psychiatric trauma. Management of the underground team. To abandon is to forget. Okay. To abandon is to forget. Hey, we unlocked more stuff. I am so glad. I think I was starting to get demotivated spending like half an hour trying to open a lock. And I knew the answer for. Sophia, what's going on? You haven't left this room for a long time. Weeks? I don't know, months? Verity doesn't tell me anything anymore. I think there's something he doesn't want to tell me. Are you really alright? Did something happen to the kid? Sis, I'm doing my best to honor what you and Verity asked for. I know you said that this withdrawal is for the investigation, but not having any information whatsoever. I'm going crazy, Sophia. If there's something serious going on with you, please tell me. Your little brother, Callisto. Okay. So she is the older one. Oh, check that out now. Another lock, yeah. Is this what we were looking for? This is the unwanted one. Age uncertain, team none, blood type. The source. Don't think there are any other pages there. The source of what? Mind syndrome and conditions. Okay. Just a book. Wow, this isn't like insanely creepy at all. Nothing there. Wait, you can actually see the... It's the first time I noticed this. You can actually see where my cursor is. And I think it is because of the notes. There's another one there. Let's start listening to these. So... Recording. Let's open a new one. New notes. Unhaunted room. Let's check the recording.
All right, Sophia, we're rolling. Let's go. The first exam is done. Indeed, the patient is full of scars all over his body. But that big scar on his face seems to have been caused by a fall in his early childhood period, when he was still a baby. That is, he was injured right after birth. He also has completely unnatural responses and reflexes.
Wow.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't get any kind of reaction out of him. You see, during the exam, it felt like I just didn't exist. He didn't respond at all, either verbally or instinctively. And then there are the eyes. I still can't explain the coloring and the behavior of his eyes. I've never seen anything like this before. Other than that, the blood samples show that he's relatively healthy, except for a bit of malnourishment, for obvious reasons. I believe, Sophia, that the greater answers regarding this patient lie hidden in your line of work.
Yeah, I figured as much. Thank you, Oswald.
Okay, so that was Oswald. Another order notes. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one for the other notes over here. I don't think I saw anything else that I could interact with. We were trying to teach the Unhaunted one emotions, it seems. Interesting. Okay. So, Unhaunted one, wing. Wing. Can I spell this right? Unhaunted one, wing. Okay, let's listen.
Verity, regarding mission progress. We've been inside the perimeter for a few months now, and we still haven't found a concrete solution to our main problem. As I'd imagined, there are no ways of contacting the outside world from inside here. And we can't leave this place before we understand the effects that forgetfulness could have on Jazzer. On any other mission, we would do a thorough sweep. We would destroy what was necessary and then leave. But not here. Not in this place. Callisto believes that the answer is somehow hidden in those insane straw prophecies, and Sophia seems to agree with him. In reality, she believes that trying to decipher this place may be the only way to resolve the situation, without exposing the boy to even greater trauma. His psychological counseling hasn't shown many results either. He still can't even speak. Because of this, Sophia believes that the best solution is to restrict his access to the rest of the team, and demanded that only I continue to monitor him alongside her. Part of me dreads getting so personal about a case. That's not how we settle things. And I do not like breaking protocols. And yet, maybe they're right. Perhaps for the first time, grasping the unknown together is the most efficient way to complete a mission.
Okay. Okay, that is weird. And who is Jaso? Who is Jaso? I'll find out. Anyway, what else do we have here? The shower. The bathroom. We still haven't seen the Unhaunted one, but at least we now know what they look like. Unless they are in here. And this is a very different lock. My feeling is it's gonna be some kind of symbol. It's not gonna be this. If it's this, it's just stupid. It's gonna be some kind of symbol that opens this up. But at least we know of its existence. I don't think there's anything else I want to do now. We are gonna head back to the cathedral in the next episode. So that concludes our broadcast, and I am your host, Pop Sparkle Doom, signing off. And as always, keep on shining.